Hi Gemini, how are you guys? Let's do your reading. Okay, so I don't think I'm even going to use this deck, but I just want to show you this, what I got pre-shuffle. It's like a whole story here. We're going to do a love reading, but just real quick, for some of you, this pre-shuffle might be relevant. It looks like there was some sort of gathering or maybe even a family gathering or something. Somebody feels left out. And possibly forgotten, like the things that they did in the past or the nice things they did have been forgotten or overlooked. I feel family in this. There's a fire sign here. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, but to me it's kind of feeling like a mother. But it's somebody fiery. I don't know. Just a side note, because it doesn't look like a love reading, but we're going to do a love reading. But anyway, some sort of communication or something was said or done, or somebody feels like they were overlooked or left out unfairly, not concluded in some sort of, possibly a gathering, so possibly some sort of credit. Let's pull one of these real quick and then we'll lay out your love spread. So this is for Gemini. I feel like it's going to be love. I'm not going to try and control that, so we'll see what comes out. Okay, time alone in nature will help you recharge. It's always a good one. Also, just saw protected, and those came out earlier when I was shuffling. Whoops, both of those, protected and that one. Wow, strictly sexual. Oh my, there's something going on that you guys need to not ignore. You see this? This financial is passionate, but not enduring. So also, I just want to pull this one because it was on top. So with the warning, it could have something to do with financial. So there may be a warning of, just watch. Oh, and there's abundance again. So there might be something going on where you might need to just kind of keep your eye out for somebody taking, trying to take advantage of you financially. I'm not sure. Let's do your spread. So this is, of course, a general reading. Will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. The roles could be reversed, intermingle. So we have justice. It's fairness, balance. Again, I'm feeling family somehow, family. Fairness being included. Happiness, growth. Children, maybe there's an imbalance in fairness. Oh, I hope somebody, okay. For some of you, it could be that somebody's saying things like painting, and yeah, look at that. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Like somebody might be painting an improper image of someone. Okay, this is where... Oh my gosh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay, that was very strange. I just got totally nauseous and then sneezed out of nowhere. That is very strange. So, okay, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I feel like somebody maybe got left out, left behind unfairly. Oh, maybe of a trip or maybe of a trip. Okay, let's look at your energy. I feel kind of sad for you guys, but I don't feel like it's like a terrible ending, right? So here's foundation, 1111, Four of Wands. That's foundation, stability. I think you're working towards building this, and maybe somebody else or another group or something is not participating. Sometimes when we really put a lot of work and effort into our own personal growth, sometimes we outgrow people. They don't grow with us. But I also feel like there's something going on where you may be trying to appease old beliefs or people that are still in the old beliefs, but actually if you just stand up for yourself and not be shy about your growth, the confidence will help. What am I feeling? What else for Gemini? The world. Yeah, you've changed. Gemini, you're changed. You're seeing things much different. This may be still bothering you, this we're going to have to clarify it. But you got the Justice card. That does show that things are evening out. I also was feeling children walking away. Maybe you're leaving a situation that, there it is again, that was difficult and toxic, you know. So that keeps coming. That vibe keeps coming. I'm going to take it. So let's look at the person on your mind, the outside energy you're dealing with. Three of Wands, turning their back on something. Manifestation. The Magician is somebody that knows, you know, that can go after what they want. The Magician is someone that makes things happen. So you may be dealing with somebody that's just turned their back on responsibilities, I'm wondering, and just, I don't know, maybe a selfishness, going after what they want, forgetting about, or not handling what they're leaving behind very well, something like that. Yeah, geez. It looks like what you're dealing with. There's an Empress also. Okay, so what more on the person that Gemini is dealing with? What's going on here? I think there's some immature energy. Somebody's just being selfish is what it looks like. Look at this again. Bottom of the deck. They don't care about, somebody's just, this is kind of like a I don't care who I hurt vibe. It's all about me. This is an all about me vibe. Yeah, and then leaving others out in the cold, blocking, not communicating. What happened in the recent past? Okay, there was a message of love, communication. Travel. I feel like some travel plans maybe fell apart or somebody was not included. And look, we've got somebody retracted something. I feel like somebody retracted an obligation or something that they said they would do, retracted it, didn't follow through. Their love cup is upside down. Maybe they're just like wanting to be independent and alone, selfish, go through a selfish stage. What's next? King of Cups. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be someone. I just feel like you're dealing with someone who is all over the place. Do they know what they want? They give love. Maybe they give love easily, but then they take it back. This person is all over the place. But I mean, this is crazy. I'm gonna grab another deck and clarify this deeper. But look at this, Five of Swords again. Just cutting out people. This person is easier. Okay, this person is avoiding a responsibility. They're conflicted because even it's like maybe they give their love out too easily, or they over-promise and then they can't hold up to that. So then they bail. This is one of those types of people that over-promises and then it just says what they think will be good to say and then they can't follow through. And I think that you're realizing that well, let me pull more cards. One more on what's going on next. What's next? Look at that. Ten of Cups. I think you're not hanging around for this kind of thing anymore. So what this has been, it looks like this has been somebody that you have been very confused about. Somebody that says the right thing, wants to do better, makes it look like, but Gemini, I feel like there's this nagging feeling inside of you that this is just going to repeat. And your outcome is going to be the Ten of Cups once you stop with the back and forth. Once there's no more, once the whole, which way do I go, is not even a question anymore. This repeat is not even a question anymore. That's when you're going to find your Ten of Cups. Because there's just a need to end. I think there's when you know, And when somebody goes back and forth, that's kind of like that's not something you want to partake in, because you can tie your energy up with someone who is going to go back and forth forever, right? And then you don't miss out on that person that does come in, and that person that does come in and wants to be with you and see you and treat you well, and you miss out on that because you've been back and forth on someone. This Ten of Cups comes in when you stop with the back and forth. I feel like there's more. Let me go back to this deck. So I think that's what's been going on, or what you're stuck in. But I feel like you've had an inner knowing all along, that, like a high priestess inner knowing, that as much as you wanted to believe, and as much as this person, kind of implied, it was almost like it wasn't like an eye contact thing. It wasn't like a hardcore, hey, I love you, I'm going to make this right, I'm going to be with you, and this is all going to be okay. You weren't getting that. Even though they might have been saying or implying those things, it wasn't legit. You felt like it was wishy-washy, or a maybe. Does that make sense? There's that Sun card, happiness. And the Three of Pentacles. You're not going to be happy until you're with someone. And you will find this, but you got to get out of this. You're not going to be happy till you're with someone that is very cooperative, and that you don't have to question. This is people working together. I also feel like this could be a children thing. There's something that has to do with children affecting this, where maybe the children aren't a fit, and that's a very important part. Like, somebody comes into your life, that if it's right, they're going to take on those kids, and they're going to be all about the kids as well. They're going to gradually, it won't be overnight, but they'll, gradually get to know the kids. That's an important part of the deal. You'll never be happy with someone that doesn't embrace your kids, right? So, this is truth, clarity, and victory after a battle. So, yeah, it's going to happen, but it's going to be slow, stable. Look at that. You're asking yourself, do I miss out on this opportunity? Until somebody is showing up for you completely, 100% yes. You need to not tie yourself up for that opportunity, because you have other love coming, someone who will communicate it. Stop waiting for someone who's not showing it, is what I think your message is, because there is someone else. Let's get an oracle real quick, and then we'll wrap up. You have new love. Somebody wonderful. This is a reminder. It's not over. You're not stuck in this situation unless you allow yourself to be stuck in this situation. Ooh, give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Okay, I love that. Should we read it? You receive this card because there's an issue weighing you down, and this burden can be lifted by you giving it to God. You don't have to deal with the situation alone, as divine help is readily available. Perhaps you forgot, or maybe you are unsure how to let go and let God handle it. As you read this paragraph, pause for a moment to pray from your heart, asking for help to let this go with whatever words are sincere. Hanging on to a problem never resolves it. That was this whole message, was hanging on to a problem. Hanging on to something that is not resolving, okay? It actually makes it worse, is what this says. So Amber reminds us that God always has been with us since the beginning of time and material existence. This reminder is meant to boost our faith that God knows how to solve any problem. However, we first have to give it to God before our free will choices are respected. Amber is fossilized tree resin. So this is just about what amber is. It's not technically a mineral. However, it is a light-filled gift from nature. So it's frequently included with the crystal realm. Amber can brighten your mood and fill your senses with divine light. It also helps you connect with and heal from your past. So this is all about moving on. Let's see what's coming. Let's do one more real quick message about what's coming for you. What's coming once Gemini stops settling for not enough? Oh, okay. I wonder if that Hermit card needed... This is like personal growth. Okay, so you may need to take some time to, you know, clear your mind, see things differently. Once our minds get clouded from being in a situation where people don't appreciate us, sometimes we have to just clear our mind from that, you know. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so this person may come back. Gosh. But you definitely, oh wow, you have somebody stable coming in. So this looks like a return. It could be. This is fortune, divine timing. You're going to have a major love come in. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same person. It probably will. This person probably will come back, but there's going to be a decision for stability. You're going to not let any of this go on anymore. It's going to be all about stability. Seven of Pentacles. I think it's also saying that there's a lot of vibe here about not... Wait. Seven of Pentacles is when you've done the work. She's waiting. She knows she's done the work. She knows her value. She knows what she deserves. So this could imply to, I think, wait until you have something true and stable. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but yeah. Tell me about this past person. What's this past person feeling? Empress. They may be very focused on their self right now. The Empress, Libran energy. Wow. Yeah, okay. They're going to feel like they missed out on something amazing is what it looks like. I think it's going to feel like they didn't take the appropriate actions. I also feel like it might take them by surprise because we have the Unknown and the Ace of Swords. So there you go. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful, how it applied. Thank you so much for hitting like. And you guys, please check out the lives. I started doing lives. The camera angle isn't great. It's, I just got to, you know, get more used to it. But check out the lives. They'll be on my homepage on a different category for lives, okay? I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye, Gemini.